Danielle Busby is shown outside denying that she had her stomach tucked after welcoming quintuplets. Recently, attention has been focused on Danielle Busby, the dedicated and affectionate mother of the well-known quintuplets from the popular reality show Outdoored. Danielle, who is well known for her unguarded TV appearances and her constantly expanding internet following, has never held back when discussing her experiences as a mother, particularly the challenges of raising 5 daughters at once. But this transparency has also resulted in a great deal of rumors about how she looked, particularly after welcoming her quintuplets. Whether Danielle had a stomach tuck after giving birth to her 5 gorgeous daughters has been the subject of gossip in recent months. Fans began speculating after noticing her amazing makeover. Some even wondered if she had surgery after giving birth. Danielle, however, is now putting an end to these rumors and correcting the record. Today we delve deeply into Danielle's real story, Busby's post-quint appearance and the reasons behind her decision to speak out against the quintuplets, Danielle's pregnancy journey, and the tummy tuck rumors. When Outdaughter made her debut, Danielle Busby and her husband Adam became well known. Audiences around the country were enthralled with their story of raising 5 kids simultaneously. The quintuplets were born in 2015, and their birth was even more remarkable because they were the first all-female quintuplets in the United States. These 5 young girls' births marked a significant turning point in the lives of Adam and Danielle. Overnight, they went from a couple with 1 child to parents with 6 children. The reality of raising 5 babies at once presented special difficulties, despite the overwhelming joy. Difficulties that were mental, emotional, and bodily in nature. Like many mothers who gave birth to more than 1 child, Danielle discovered that her body changed significantly during pregnancy. She had to face a high-risk situation while quintuplets were growing inside her. Pregnancy that needed a great deal of emotional fortitude, bed rest, and medical attention. Danielle was very open with her fans during her pregnancy and the first few days after giving birth, sharing the challenges of carrying and raising 5 babies at once. Her supporters watched as she struggled with emotional weariness, bodily discomfort, and the demanding duties of being a new mother to 5 newborns. However, Danielle remained upbeat even the most trying times, frequently turning to her family for support and companions for assistance. Danielle's change after giving birth. As anticipated, Danielle's body underwent major alterations following the birth of the quintuplets. Her body was severely strained by carrying 5 babies at once, and it took her some time to physically recuperate. But what her admirers saw was that Danielle's body appeared to recover amazingly fast, even though she was clearly altered by wearing quintuplets. Danielle wrote on social media about exercising and her recuperation process, keeping up a healthy way of living. She didn't hold back while discussing her struggles, which included being overweight, having a negative body image, and finding time for herself in the middle of raising 5 small children. But many questioned if surgery was necessary because of her striking physical change. Specifically, considering the stress of bearing quintuplets, her postpartum belly seemed significantly flatter than anticipated. The debate about whether Danielle had chosen a stomach cut was triggered by this. Cosmetic surgery, like as a tuck, to restore her pre-reg figure. The pushback against tummy tuck rumors. As is frequently the case with public personalities, the rumors began to circulate rapidly. Social media fans started to speculate that Danielle might have undergone cosmetic surgery, particularly a belly tuck. This presumption stemmed from her rapid metamorphosis, as some online followers noted that without medical assistance, it would be difficult to shed the amount of weight she had lost. For several weeks, Danielle and, regarding the supposed stomach tuck, her family was inundated with inquiries. Although Danielle is typically honest with her followers, this specific rumor touched a raw nerve since it implied that she was lying about her body or concealing the truth. In typical Danielle fashion, she chose to confront the rumors directly. She addressed the allegations head-on in a social media post, emphasizing that she had not had any kind of surgery. Rather, she credited a lot of sweat, perseverance, and hard effort for her physique makeover. She clarified that she worked closely with her doctors to make sure she was taking care of her physical and mental health after giving birth to the quintuplets, emphasizing overall well-being, diet, and exercise. She gradually regained her pre-pregnancy weight. Addressing the motivation behind the change, Danielle underlined that she was dedicated to setting a positive example for her girls and wanted to demonstrate to them that patience and hard work are worthwhile. Danielle clarified in her post that she had never designed to give other mothers irrational expectations. She didn't want to appear as though she was recovering from the physical difficulties of having quintuplets with ease. Rather, she stated that she just wanted to be honest with her fans and share her journey. Danielle also made it apparent that she didn't feel self-conscious about her appearance. She was proud of the body that had carried 5 infants, the stretch marks, and the excess weight. In a culture where moms in particular frequently feel pressured to lash out, Danielle wanted to establish a new benchmark following childbirth, one that values genuineness and accepts the adjustments that accompany motherhood. Online, this post generated a lot of discussion. Many of Danielle's supporters commended her for being open and vulnerable about the difficulties she encountered, and they were impressed by the way she handled the misinformation. She swiftly rose to prominence as a representation of self-acceptance for mothers everywhere who may be struggling with social pressure to live up to unrealistic standards of beauty. The reality about postpartum recuperation and body shaming. Danielle's choice to come out with the tummy tuck allegations also raised awareness of a much more significant problem: the unattainable beauty standards society imposes on women, particularly mothers. Many women experience tremendous pressure to return to their pre-pregnancy bodies after giving birth, despite the fact that their bodies have changed significantly. In actuality, each woman recovers from childbirth in a unique way. While some women find it difficult to lose weight, others could struggle to get their energy back. To feel better about themselves, some people may decide to get surgery, while others decide to concentrate on holistic recovery techniques like nutrition, exercise, and so forth. Danielle's candor regarding her road to recovery sparked a much-needed discussion about body shaming and the unattainable standards mothers face, regardless of how their bodies changed after giving birth. She wished to inspire women to embrace and adore them. In summary, Danielle Busby's choice to come forward with the tummy tuck rumors around her was a moment of empowerment for women worldwide. She confronted the matter head-on and clarified the truth regarding her health and recuperation process. Danielle demonstrated that there is no one-size-fits-all method for postpartum recuperation, and that each woman's experience is distinct by being open and truthful. Her message was straightforward: accept who you are, accept your journey, and accept your body. She also made it very obvious for anyone who is still curious about how she changed. Diligence, commitment, and an emphasis on taking care of herself were the secrets to her success. No surgery is necessary. By demonstrating to her followers that it's acceptable to be authentic and to not have everything figured out, Danielle is redefining what it means to be a mother in the public spotlight. Her story is ultimately about much more than her physical appearance. It's about fortitude, tenacity, and the enduring connection she has with her family. Following Danielle's public denial of the tummy tuck rumors, her fans were excited to comprehend the process by which she transformed her body. After giving birth, many people, particularly mothers, were searching for motivation and inspiration to get back into shape. Millions of women felt empowered by Danielle's candor about her postpartum exercise regimen. According to Danielle's social media posts and interviews, exercise has always played a significant role in her life. She loved leading an active lifestyle prior to becoming a mother, and she made care to keep up her fitness routine after giving birth. But finding the time and energy to work out regularly was difficult for me as a mother of 6, especially with 5 young girls. Danielle made modest but steady attempts to stay active since she was determined to keep herself healthy and serve as an example for her girls. Danielle found inventive methods to fit exercise into her hectic schedule. Whether it was walking on a treadmill, completing fast at-home workouts, or attending fitness courses, she stressed that it wasn't about perfection but about achieving some sort of progress. Danielle's dedication to her exercise regimen went beyond appearances. She paid attention to her emotional and mental health as well. The demands on her time and energy were enormous as a mother of several children, especially quintuplets. She found that being physically fit helped her cope with stress, improve her attitude, and regain control over her life and body. I came to the realization that my body might never be the same as it was prior to having kids, Danielle stated in a sincere post. However, I also came to the realization that I didn't have to maintain my appearance. All I wanted was to feel powerful and healthy. I wanted to be pleased with my physical appearance as well as my mental and emotional health. Her followers, many of whom were mothers balancing the demands of job, family, and personal life, responded favorably to her messages about health and well-being. Danielle's openness regarding her training regimen, including the difficulties she had scheduling time for it, helped break the stigma associated with postpartum physiques. She reminded her fans that making incremental improvements was okay, and that fitness was a lifelong journey. Danielle's candor's effect on how mothers are portrayed. The way that Danielle's candor about her body alteration changed the public discourse about parenthood was among its most important effects. The media has promoted an unattainable ideal of how moms should appear after giving birth for many years. Reality influencers and celebrities. Stars are frequently expected to return to their pre-pregnancy bodies in a few months, which is harmful and impossible for the majority of women. Danielle made a brave and significant step in the fight against body shaming by choosing to proactively address the tummy tuck rumors. She was demonstrating to the world that being a mother doesn't have to follow any certain pattern or expectation. Rather, it's about accepting the individual path that every woman takes. Her posts contributed to normalizing the shifts that accompanying childbearing and urged women to embrace their bodies regardless of how they changed. Danielle's candor also gave women who might have felt alone in their postpartum recovery problems a much-needed voice. After giving birth, many women experience tremendous pressure to look their best, and the constant barrage of photoshopped and altered pictures can make them feel unworthy or like they're failing. Danielle's sincerity demonstrated that it's acceptable to not feel full or to possess stretch marks. How a woman feels about herself and her path is what counts. She also emphasized that women should be gentle to themselves during the process and not feel guilty about putting their health and fitness first. Danielle's remarks served as a reminder that the beauty of motherhood itself should never be overshadowed by the demands of maintaining a particular appearance, and that self-love and self-care should always come first. The bond between Danielle and her daughters and family. Danielle has frequently discussed the value of family and her strong bond with her daughters throughout the years. She shares touching memories with her kids in a lot of her postings. Her authentic depiction of family life, whether it be a peaceful moment at home or an enjoyable family outing, has made her one of the most likable and accessible reality stars. But showing off joyful moments isn't the only goal. Additionally, Danielle has been open about the challenges of raising quintuplets and the stress it places on her and Adam's relationship. They have struggled to stay together while raising several kids, just like many couples do. Nonetheless, their fans have found encouragement in their steadfast love and dedication to one another. Danielle has also been outspoken about how important it is to encourage her girls to embrace themselves and have a positive body image. She is aware of how important it is to lead by example when it comes to self-esteem, having 5 daughters. She desires for her daughters to grow up realizing that they are worthwhile and worthy without having to meet society's ideals of beauty. Danielle revealed in a recent interview that she frequently discusses with her girls the value of accepting their bodies regardless of how they seem. She clarified that she is educating children to value their individuality and accept who they are. She thinks that this way of thinking will help children deal with the stresses of growing up in a society that is frequently preoccupied with beauty. My females. To me they are everything, Danielle added. I want kids to understand that their value is derived from their kindness, mental fortitude, and love for others, not from their appearance. Many parents who appreciate Danielle's attempts to instill a strong sense of self-worth in her daughters have found resonance in her message. In addition to reshaping the discourse on body image for herself, she is also addressing the next generation of young girls by the social media realities of motherhood. Danielle has received acclaim for being open and truthful about her body, but she has also been under fire for disclosing too much of her private life online. It can be challenging to strike a balance between privacy and authenticity in a world where social media is frequently a poisonous place. Danielle has been candid about the difficulties she encounters juggling the demands of social media. especially as a mother and a prominent figure. She has drawn both encouraging and critical comments from her fans, but she is unwavering in her resolve to share her story. I know that being on a reality show and sharing our lives online means that I'm opening myself up to scrutiny, Danielle stated. However, I am also aware that it will be worthwhile if my tale may improve the self-esteem of even one individual. I want people to see me for who I really am, ups, downs, and all in between. Additionally, Danielle has discovered how to establish limits on the privacy of her family. Although she is delighted to share her experiences with her fans, she has made it obvious that she would rather keep some things private. She feels that her mental health and her family's well-being depend on her being able to keep her privacy. She has become a role model for many women who also deal with the stress of continuously being online because of her ability to handle the intricacies of social media while retaining her authenticity. On the internet, Danielle is demonstrating to the world that while it's acceptable to be authentic, it's equally critical to maintain your composure and establish boundaries when needed. Danielle Busby and her family's future. In the future, Danielle and her family will remain a crucial component of the outdoor franchise. Viewers have been able to follow the Busby family through their highs and lows thanks to the show, and they are eager to see what this inspirational family will do in the future. As Danielle keeps updating her fans on her trip, she is steadfast in her resolve to raise her daughters with confidence, love, and care. She is committed to demonstrating to them that accepting life's inevitable changes is an essential part of being a woman, be it spiritual, emotional, or bodily. And there are many different sizes and shapes of that beauty. The most crucial thing, in Danielle's opinion, is to provide her girls with a supportive environment where they are encouraged to be who they truly are. Danielle's candor and vulnerability make her altering the way society perceives motherhood and body image, demonstrating that, despite Danielle's influence as a public figure, loving oneself is what matters most. The impact of Danielle Busby extends beyond her incredible recuperation following quintuplets' birth. Millions of people look up to her as an example of how to live a resilient, caring, and genuine life, not just when it comes to parenthood. Her openness regarding her challenges, her victories, and she is one of the most adored personalities on social media because of her flaws. Danielle's life is often scrutinized because she is a reality star. Regarding the public's interest in her family, there is no privacy, but Danielle has often demonstrated that she isn't scared to take on the challenge. She doesn't hold back when discussing the realities of parenting, including the tiredness, happiness, messiness, and moments of uncertainty. This readiness to be authentic before the cameras has enabled her to establish herself as a significant player in the realm of influencers and celebrity mothers thanks to her following. Many women have found solace in her candor, particularly those who experience pressure to project an idealized self on social media. Danielle's message is straightforward but impactful. Imperfections are acceptable. Being honest is okay. Her fans value her sincerity and respect her for demonstrating that motherhood and other responsibilities can coexist. Wife and a person without sacrificing your identity. Additionally, Danielle has discussed topics other than her attractiveness using her platform. She has advocated for the value of self-care, mental wellness, and having a solid support network. After all, raising 6 kids, 5 of whom are quintuplets, can be mentally and physically taxing. Danielle freely discusses her difficulties juggling the demanding duties of parenting and stresses the value of asking for assistance when required. She discussed how the demands of parenthood affected her mental health in one of her posts. It's easy to get lost in the shuffle of daily life, trying to juggle it all and forget to take care of yourself, she stated. Danielle's philosophy on motherhood and self-care is clear. But it's so important to remember that your mental health matters too. I've learned that asking for help and taking time for myself doesn't make me a bad mom. It makes me a better one. Something that many women can identify with, particularly those who believe they must accomplish everything without displaying any symptoms of difficulty. Because of her genuineness, she has become a relevant figure for mothers everywhere who are juggling their personal well-being with their own family obligations. The influence of public opinion and social media. Without a doubt, social media has greatly influenced Danielle's path. The way she communicates with her fans on social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, and she has developed a sizable, active fan base on Twitter, where people turn to her for motivation, guidance, and support. However, the drawbacks accompany the advantages. Like many prominent personalities, Danielle has faced criticism and negativity, particularly over her beauty and her handling of her family life. It's no secret that comparison and judgment are frequently fostered on social media. With the advent of Photoshop and Instagram filters, many people feel under pressure to preserve an ideal online image. Danielle has talked extensively on this topic. One of the reasons her fans adore Danielle is that, in spite of the tremendous pressure to maintain appearances, she has continuously rejected the idea of perfection and embraced life's messiness. I live in a society where appearances are frequently used to criticize others. Danielle has made a point of speaking out against the pressure to live up to society's ideals of beauty. Her experience serves as a reminder that there are universally applicable standards for success or beauty. Danielle has demonstrated to her fans via her posts that it's acceptable to accept your shortcomings and see the beauty in them. Danielle has experienced internet criticism before, but she has learned how to handle it in a constructive way. She has previously responded to offensive remarks by telling her fans that while everyone has the right to their own beliefs, she is not defined by them. She has also made it apparent how crucial self-love and not letting other people's criticism affect her self-esteem. Although I've received my share of criticism, I've learned to concentrate on the positive and love, Danielle recently posted on Instagram. Although it's simple to get sucked into the negative, I've come to realize that my value isn't based on what other people think of me. What keeps me going is my decision to concentrate on those that encourage me. Being in the spotlight while raising a family of 6, bringing up 6 kids, for Danielle and Adam, including the quintuplets, is no small accomplishment. Their journey as a family has been full with both successes and setbacks. However, the way they manage their private lives with their public personas is what really distinguishes their story. By showcasing the highs and lows of raising a big family, the stars of the popular show Outa have allowed viewers a glimpse into their lives. Together, the Busby family has experienced a great deal, from the quintuplets' birth's emotional roller coaster to the routine. Despite the difficulties of running a household with 6 kids, Danielle has never hidden the mental and physical toll that having a big family puts on her. She has, nonetheless, also demonstrated its rewards. Her admirers are able to relate to her more deeply because of her openness about the pleasures and challenges of motherhood. The Busses continue to encounter new difficulties as the kids get older. Now that they are older, the quintuplets are growing into their own individuals, and the family is managing the challenges of parenting 5 young daughters with different interests and needs. Adam and Danielle have frequently talked about how they make sure to give each child the attention they need while juggling the demands of raising so many kids at once. Danielle has stated in interviews how crucial it is to keep their family life in balance. Even while it's simple to get sucked into the daily grind, she and Adam deliberately work to put quality first. Family time. Despite the pressures of their hectic lives, the Busbys have managed to make significant memories with each other through outdoor excursions, movie nights, and family game nights. Family is the most important thing. At the end of the day, no matter how busy we are, we always make time for each other. We're a team and we support each other through everything, Danielle says. The Busses' interactions with one another demonstrate this sense of unity, as Danielle and Adam have demonstrated even in the middle of stressful situations. The significance of celebrating milestones. One of the most touching parts of Danielle and Adam's journey is the way they celebrate milestones with their children. Every birthday, every accomplishment, and every special moment is treated as an opportunity to show love and appreciation. Despite their busy lives, their relationship is strong, and they have made it a point to nurture it even as parents of 6 children. For Danielle, the significance of commemorating these milestones extends beyond the events themselves. It's about the lessons they impart. Every milestone serves as a reminder of the fortitude and resiliency of her family, and it gives her a chance to consider how far they've come and how much they've grown. Whether the quintuplets are learning new skills or the family is celebrating anniversaries, the Busbys make sure to treasure these moments. It's important to take a step back, appreciate the journey, and be grateful for all the blessings we have. The future of the Busby family. Looking ahead, the future is bright for the Busby family. While Outdoor continues to capture viewers' hearts, Danielle and Adam are focused on their family's well-being and are determined to provide for their children. It will be fascinating to see what the future holds for the quintuplets as they age, and their unique personalities continue to shine. The Busby family is overcoming the difficulties of raising a large family with grace, humor, and love. Their story is one of perseverance, dedication, and the power of family. In conclusion, Danielle Busby's journey from the difficulties of pregnancy to the celebration of motherhood has presented. Since then, she has become a symbol of hope for women worldwide, demonstrating that no matter what life throws at you, you can overcome it with strength, love, and authenticity. Danielle's message is clear. Embrace your journey, love your body, and never be afraid to be yourself. Through her journey, she is teaching her followers that the true beauty of life lies in the moments we take time to enjoy, treasure, the affection we have for one another, and the ties that bind us as a family.